Hello everyone, it's me Dory and welcome to my channel. I'm very sorry that it took me so long to upload this video, and believe me, this is the 5th time I'm recording it. I was just never satisfied by the light or the quality of the sound, so at the end I thought I'll just put it up out there so it's done and I can focus on doing other videos for you guys. In this video I will show you around my plant collection, and I also will give you some tips on how at least I take care of my plants and keep them alive and happy. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's just jump straight into the video. Before I start this video, I want to just make a quick disclaimer. For those of you who might be concerned that my plants will suffocate me during nighttime, I can assure you that I'm fine, I'm healthy, and my plants most certainly do not conspire behind my back to suffocate me with their carbon dioxide emissions. So don't worry. In fact, from a scientific point of view, it's much more dangerous to sleep in the one room with a dog, a cat, a pet, or even more so with another human being. So this being said, I'm really enjoying my plants, and not only that they provide me with oxygen, but they also make me more happier, more responsible person. So yep, let's now show you around. I'll start with the top side, the top of my bed, where you can see these two fake plants. So they are just fake. I really wanted to add something there, so I thought, why not just having some fake ones? I don't discriminate. Over here you can see my beautiful Hedera helix from my last video. She's still alive, still happy. It's Montgomery ivy. And I even ended up buying one to place over there and another one for over there. Also, please excuse my nails, they're horrible, but yeah. This is my ALOCASIA poly, also known as ALOCASIA African mask. It's a plant that I ended up buying on an impulse because I found it on a little tiny store that didn't take that good cares of the plants they were selling. So I'm a really big fan of the ALOCASIA genus, so I thought that I would just save it, and yep. I have another ALOCASIA poly, so this is why I thought that I don't need another one. This is the queen of my room, my Kentia palm. It's huge, you guys, it's huge. I bought it from IKEA and I felt instantly in love with this plant. And yeah, and this is the view I'm getting from my bed every morning when I wake up. It's just so beautiful. It brings this very jungle vibe into my room. So, and also my Kentia is called Mowgli. I sometimes name my plants. So here I have another Hedera helix that is growing super fast. There's a tiny little baby hiding behind my tapestry. I really like this plant. And over here is my pride and joy. This is Glute, my sweet dragon scale ALOCASIA, or ALOCASIA BAGINDA. He is, probably some of you have seen him from my plant haul. He is gorgeous, and I just got a new leaf. Yep. It's just such an unusual and beautiful plant. I was away for 2 weeks, and this resulted in one of the leaves getting a little bit dry because it was just way too hot in my room. It was, at that point in Germany, was around 38 to 40 degrees. So yeah, that's just a little bit too much. Moving forward, here we have this beautiful splash of colors. This is Tradescantia flumensis tricolor. It's so beautiful. I didn't much, I mean, I don't know, like I didn't quite like pink leaves on plants before, but then I saw this one and I just fell instantly in love. And I thought, why not? It's a little bit dry from some of the sides. Tradescantia do not quite enjoy too much sunlight, and this was a mistake I made. So yeah, now it's just sitting a little bit here where it's more filtered. Over here we have this cute Groot. I'm Groot. And it's a pot that I got for my birthday from my mom. Thank you, mommy. And I have Chain of Hearts potted here. I love this plant. And here we have this gorgeous SANSEVIERIA fin. No, wait. Whale tail? Whale, like the animal that lives in the sea. Whale. I got it from a friend of mine from Austria. She sent it to me. I'm so happy, and actually I got it exactly on my birthday. So look at it. Look, it's such a gorgeous and beautiful plant, and it's also so minimal. It's just this one leaf. So yeah, it doesn't require that much watering. It's a very easy to take care of plant. I just try to assure like a good drainage, and I put mine into this ceramic pot that I actually found on the street, you guys. Can you imagine that? Here there is a fake fern, a fake skull with fake succulents. And yeah, oh, this is the little Moses basket or bassinet, I don't know how exactly it's called, that I got for my little baby that is due next month. So I already got her some toys, as you can see, very relevant to my plant aesthetics. Here is another monstera, but this time it's real. Over here is my gorgeous bird's nest fern that I enjoy so much. I really love ferns. They're so unusual and beautiful. Here is the king of my jungle. And he is really a king. He's Anthurium jungle king. And it's just such a gorgeous plant with such beautiful lush big leaves. This is the newest one I got, and there is another tiny baby leaf popping up soon. Here is my SCINDAPSUS PICTUS, also known as SATIN POTHOS. Yes, also known as SATIN POTHOS. So yeah, it's a gorgeous plant. I really like how it looks. And back on my monstera. This is a plant, cutting of a very large plant that I had to move in the other room because, you know, I had to fit the baby bed somewhere. I'm really happy with this cutting. This is the first time I'm propagating monstera, and I'm very excited on how it will end up. There is a new leaf coming up over here. This is the tiny little orchid from my previous video. It's not blooming yet, unfortunately, but I got this new section of leaves over here, so it's growing, it's happy, it's green still, so yeah, I put it on that little, I don't know how it's called, like table mat that you put on the table, but I have it on the wall. I think it looks really nice. And over here I have some baby's breath and lavender. I got them from my mother-in-law. She has a beautiful, beautiful garden that has so much lavender and baby's breath there that I just Here I have more fake plants and also some dry eucalyptus, I believe. Over here is my beautiful, beautiful neon philodendron that is just growing so much. Put up so much new growth since the last time I showed him to you. And yeah, here is my newest addition to my collection. This is a HOYA CARNOSA crimson. I believe it's also known as Queen, Crimson Queen or something like that, because it has a little bit of pink. You see this blush? I'm not a big fan of HOYA. Don't hate me if you are. But I don't know, like when I saw this one, I thought that, you know, why not trying? It's so gorgeous. The price was also pretty good, so yeah. I keep it away from too much sunlight, so it gets enough filtered light. And yeah, also in case you wonder, over here, just in case, I have these two lamps for the very, very dark days. So here is my philodendron scandens. It's beautiful, it's big. Actually, this philodendron grows much faster than the neon one. Actually, I become a best friend with my golden pothos. They're holding hands. Oh guys, look at this beautiful monstera art that I got from a friend of mine from Instagram. I will link her feed down below in the description. Go check it out. She creates such a beautiful art, such beautiful art out of wood, and her shop is called Wood Temple. It's really, really nice. This one actually she made it custom for me. Here is my gorgeous, gorgeous CALATHEA or Bifolia. It's such a beautiful plant. Look at those huge leaves, you guys. It's big, it's really big, and she also produces so much new growth. I got her probably like 2 or 3 months ago, and now I think that she more or less doubled her size. This is a new leaf here. Wait, so there is, yeah, this is actually 2 new leaves. She is situated very close to my humidifier because CALATHEAs, they really enjoy high humidity, like from moderate to high. And just on the other side I have my awesome CALATHEA Warszewiczy, named after a Polish botanist that discovered this species. It's so beautiful. It's also known as CALATHEA Velvet Touch. And it's just, once you touch that plant, you need to buy it. She's been through a little bit of a rough time. I already mentioned to you that I was away for 2 weeks and it was extremely hot in my apartment, so she just didn't take it that well. I don't know, like I will insert a picture to show you how sad she was just a day before I arrived back home. And then the difference is so striking because it took her just a couple of hours for me to be here, and then she was back on being super happy plant. So it's a little bit, I cannot explain it because the humidifier was on and I also used hydro spikes to keep her hydrated. So I don't know. Talking about humidifier, this is this amazing humidifier I got from Levoit or Levoit. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the brand, but I'll list it down below if you guys want to check them out. You can set it to maintain a specific humidity levels. In my case, 65 to 70 is perfect. Also, it has a warm mist function, which is amazing for humans and also infants and babies, because it can help with respiratory problems and also makes your skin very nice and glowy. Me suffering from psoriasis, having humidifier like this, it's not only beneficial for my plants but for myself, for my own health and well-being. I really like that you can just set this humidifier. The tank is 6 liters, so you can just set it and go away for a couple of days, up to a week or something, and you don't have to freak out that your trip will be detrimental for your plants and they'll all be, you will come back to a desert. Next, over here I have these two Calatheas, Rufibarba. They are, I'm not quite sure if they're both Rufibarba. I know that this one in particular must be, because it has this purple underleaf color, just like the Calathea I showed you earlier. This one doesn't have the purple side, so I'm not quite sure if it's the same species or is something different. I mean, it's certainly Calathea, and it's, I mean, it is Rufibarba, but probably some subspecies or something like that, so I'm not sure. Yeah. This is another Groot that I got from my mommy for my birthday. And inside this little Groot, I have my Calathea ROSEOPICTA. It's so cute. Look at this beautiful splash of colors. I don't know why I said earlier that I didn't like pink on plants, but this is my little snake. This is Calathea rattlesnake, and the scientific name of it is, I think it's LANCIFOLIA, if I'm not mistaken. It's really by far one of my most favorite Calatheas. I really like it. And all of them I put in ceramic pots, because ceramic pots are porous, so if there's too much water, it's easy to evaporate through the pores. So here I have another SCINDAPSUS PICTUS or satin POTHOS. Yep, and over here another Helix that was attacked by spider mites. You guys, I hate those spider mites. So yeah, mist your plants, inspect them. I got rid of mine with chemicals. Unfortunately, it was just too late to do anything else. I got this TRADESCANTIA probably 3 years ago from a plant that I had at work, and now it's just growing so fast, and I have probably like 5 plants out of these cuttings that I originally made. Over here is my other queen of my room, so I have 2 of them, my Kentia palm and this gorgeous lady, my fiddle leaf fig called Viola. She is gorgeous and so big, and she just put out these 3 new leaves, I believe, yeah. And there is a new little bud over there coming out soon. It was another plant that I saved from really bad plant store. I mean, I know that people are busy there and they have so many plants to take care of, but yeah. This is my very first plant that I got 4 years ago, and it's ALOCASIA poly or African mask. It's such a gorgeous plant. From what I hear, people are complaining a lot that these are very finicky plants, but I never had any troubles with it. This is just a old leaf that soon will yeah, die. I don't cut them, I just leave them to, you know, dry out themselves instead of risking a bacterial infection or something like that. I know that probably doesn't look that pretty and aesthetic, but I don't know, like it's really up to you. Sometimes I cut the leaves and there's no problem if you sterilize the knife or the scissors. This is my desk area and the light is not that great, but I hope that you'll still be able to see my plants. Here is Bob, my glorious fern buddy. He's Boston fern and he is going crazy. He's growing so fast. And this lady is MUSA, my little banana plant that I got from the grocery store for €2.50, something like that. So yeah, she's doing great. She just put up some new leaves and there's another little one coming. And yeah, my little MUSA. Over here I have a tiny little baby Syngonium and my Calathea macroiana or Calathea peacock, yep. I used this dome for other plants that grew so much that I had to take them out of the dome. So yeah, here is my glorious mister, the mist thing to mist my plants. I use it a lot for Bob because Bob really enjoys some extra misting. Also, I use only rainwater to water and mist my plants. Some of them are very sensitive, like this little lady here called Mexican butterwort. And she catches fungus gnats. She doesn't have that many for now, but there was a time earlier, I think it was like a month or two ago, when I had like big problem with fungus gnats. So I got her to catch some and she did her job very well. She's also so pretty because she blossoms. She has these beautiful purple flowers. So for her and also for my Calatheas and technically most of my tropical plants, I only use either filtered water or rainwater. I have a big tank in the garden from where I get rainwater. This pretty lady here you've seen from my last video is my gorgeous peperomia that it's not watermelon peperomia. I thought it was, but it's not. I don't remember what exactly she was, but it's just, let's call her peperomia. She has these beautiful flowers. She's grown so much. This here is my Tenanti Burley Marxie, I believe it's called. And over here is my Tenanti Amabilis or Amagris. Not quite sure which one of these two is, but yeah, it's one of them. And I have another fiddle leaf fig because having just one is not enough. Oh yeah, I really hope that she will grow as big as Viola. One thing though that I want to show you here is this. This is something that is called edema. Edema, it's a condition known to humans as well. It's when you retain water and, like, from what I know, like your blood vessels start to burst. This is exactly what happens with plants as well. If you water them irregularly or with too much water, so the cells in their leaves start to burst into these, yeah, you can call them bruises. I need to keep a better eye on how moist the soil is, so I can regulate my waterings. This is fake. And this is a mug with a fern on it. I don't even know why I'm showing you this, but yeah. And here is my awesome coffee plant. It's coffee Arabica. I am a big coffee drinker, so having a coffee plant to me it's just, yeah, a must have. It's like a tribute to my love towards a coffee. The plant is gorgeous itself. Look at those glossy leaves. This one here, it's a reminder that this plant do not like cold drafts. So keep it away from open windows, especially during the winter season. These plants love to be kept somewhere where it's warm and sunny, and yeah, they love water as well. So water them enough and you will get a very happy plant. Over here I have, oh, do you remember the tiny little air plant that I got in my last video, in my last like plant haul? Yeah, I got him a buddy. So there are two now. These two are Tillandsia bulbosa, and they actually, funny enough, air plants do put out roots. So I have roots now on them. You can easily cut them out. From what I know, it's not problematic at all. They'll be fine. But yeah, I decided to let them in, and they just live in this little ball, like, yeah, bubble. I mist them every 2 or 3 days with rainwater, you guys. Rainwater only for these guys. Yeah. Yeah, and they're super pretty and very happy. Sometimes I just leave them in rainwater for 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, and that's it. This is how I water them. Then I have some cuttings over here. Yeah, and ooh, this is my vicious. This is my little monster ball. It's a Venus flytrap that I put into this fish, a golden fish tank, or just a fish tank, I guess is how you can call it. And it's doing great inside because retains humidity and also keeps the plant safe from drafts. It's really good. And she was so tiny when I got her, and since I moved her into this fishbowl tank thing, she's grown so much. I'm actually afraid that soon I'll have to like find another home for her because she's just really expanding. There's so much new baby pots, baby Venus fly traps coming out. I occasionally give her some insects like crickets or flies, like big flies. She loves to munch on those. This is a tiny orchid that is not in bloom, unfortunately. And over here I have this begonia. I've never been particularly fond of begonias, but when I saw this beautiful red, like scarlet red color of this one, I had to have it. And this is actually a cutting that I got from my son's kindergarten, which is really awesome. So, you know, I have something from his kindergarten. And she is putting roots into this sphagnum moss. Here is another begonia. I know, like just a second ago I said that I'm not a big fan of begonias, and now, you know, I have 2 of them. And this one is even blossoming, but in my defense, again, I got this one from my job. I just got the cuttings, and yep, this is begonia. I think it's called angel wing, but I think it's also called PICTA. I'm not quite sure. I will just insert the right name down below so you can see it. These two are my peperomias polybatria, 2 peperomias polybatria. This one I got from a very expensive nursery for almost 10 euros, you guys. It's a little bit too much. Well, this one that is much bigger, I got it from another local nursery that is super cheap for, I believe I paid like 3 euros 50, which is a great price. Actually, one of the leaves fell off, so I decided to try to propagate the leaf, and this is how I did it. I just cut a little bit of the leaf and I put it in soil, and I cover it with this plastic bag, and voila, there are babies coming out. I'm just so happy and pumped that I succeeded in propagating a plant from a leaf. This is my alocasia corner over here. I have this gorgeous zebrina over here, but first let me just show you this beautiful lady. This is Merlin, my beautiful orchid that is going crazy at the moment. As you can tell, like she's usually blossoming every year, but never that much. She never blossomed that much before. Like so many, and there are even more new flower buds. Back on this queen here, this is my Alocasia zebrina that I got on sale, and she is producing leaves like crazy. Like I got her probably 3 or 4 months ago, and she already produced 4 leaves. 4 leaves, you guys, and they're huge. I mean, this is the new one. It's so big. This is Alocasia stingray. I call her Calypso. She is gorgeous, and again producing so many new baby leaves. I really like her. I will insert a picture of a mature one over here now, so you can see how gorgeous they look when they're big. They're so beautiful. I actually really love them in their more like mature shape. And here we have another fern that it's not doing that great at the moment. Yeah, I just wanted to keep it real with you guys. I'm really happy with some of my plants, but there's some that I just need to find my ways, and yeah, we all make mistakes. This is Alocasia cuculata. Cuculata or calculata. It's either cuckoo or calculation. Well, I'm just not quite sure which one of them. Well, anyways, so this is this Alocasia. It's actually nothing that special. I bought it just because at that point I was collecting Alocasia, so yeah, why not? And this is my monster body. It's Alocasia. It's either Odora or Calidora. I'm not quite sure, you guys. I really have no idea. In the shop it was labeled just simply as elephant ear, and most Alocasias are labeled this way. This one I got for my anniversary from my husband. For our anniversary, actually, not just mine. So he got it for me. Well, I made him. I was just not leaving the place without this plant. And over here we have my little princess that you probably remember from my previous plant haul video. This is my Stromanti Trio Star. She is gorgeous. She's big, she is still pink, and she is growing so fast. There's so many new baby leaves coming out, and I honestly think of probably dividing this plant because she's just way too big. Yeah. So this is it from my room. However, I would like to show you some other honorable mentions. Plants that I'm super proud with that are situated in the other rooms of my apartment. So yeah, let's check them out. This buddy here is my gorgeous Monstera Deliciosa that I dragged all the way from Berlin. She's a little monster, this Monstera, I tell you. Like, look at these aerial roots. It's crazy. I don't know what to do with them. I know I can cut them, but I mean, I don't want to cut them. They're so pretty. This is my ficus, but yeah, anyways, like I want to just show you the plants that I'm really proud with. Like, yeah, I have this bird of paradise, but the one that I want to show you is this awesome stag horn fern, the plant that started all. I finally got it. So that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, although it was totally all over the place, but what can we do? I see you guys next time, and until then, be happy, enjoy life, and stay inspired. Bye bye.